welcome back to your go-to channel for all things gaming. Today we are diving headfirst into the captivating world of Once Human. If you've been wondering about the state of the game and whether it's worth returning to, stick around because we're going to explore what makes this survival MMO shine brighter than ever. Alright, let's start with the basics. Once Human has come a long way since its early access days. The developers at Starry Studios have been hard at work refining every aspect of the game. From the combat mechanics to world building, it feels like the dev team truly listened to player feedback. In the latest 1.4 update, we've seen incredible improvements, smoother animations, more intuitive crafting systems, and an expanded roster of fearsome enemies that really crank up the intensity. Plus, the server stability. Gone are the days of those pesky connection drops during critical boss fights. And speaking of bosses, the recent updates brought new world bosses like Zalmorath the Colossus. The teamwork, the strategy, the adrenaline, it's peak gaming, folks. So why should you come back to Once Human now? First up, the community. It's thriving. Whether you're teaming up with friends or making new allies in game, the collaborative aspects of Once Human feel stronger than ever. Building settlements has become even more rewarding with expanded customization options and better resource systems. But don't worry, lone wolves. Solo players still have a lot to sink their teeth into. The open world is packed with secrets, dynamic events, and handcrafted quests that'll keep you hooked for hours. Plus, the progression system is balanced enough that you'll feel rewarded no matter how you choose to play. And speaking of rewards, the biggest reward you can hand me is a like and a subscribe to this channel so that I can make sure you do not miss out on any news or upcoming events dealing with Once Human. So now let's talk about what's new, because the devs really have doubled down on adding a lot of fresh content to keep players active and engaged inside of the game. And the biggest one thus far has been the Lunar Oracle, and I really think this is a great way to keep people happy because it's a mysterious NPC event that adds this layer of depth that wasn't there before and kind of fills the void of a lot of empty space that used to take up after you just completely cleaned out an entire city. Basically, this offers unique quests and events tied to the phases of the moon in game, which is creating this new immersive experience for people to enjoy. Now, not only do these events provide exclusive rewards, but they also kind of unveil secrets about the game's lore. I mean, it's such a clever way to keep players engaged, especially with the lunar event syncing perfectly with the game's survival mechanics. So basically, as the lunar event takes place, you start growing more insanity, which is making you create more damage, which in fact is actually making it harder for you to survive outside of your base in the wild. Look, no game is perfect, and Once Human has had its share of challenges, but what sets it apart is the dev team's commitment to growth. They've tackled early criticisms head on, and the result is a game that feels more polished and engaging with every single update. For example, the progression system has been overhauled to feel less grindy, and the monetization is non-intrusive, focusing on cosmetics rather than pay-to-win mechanics. That's a huge win in my book. So, should you come back to Once Human? My answer is a resounding yes. I mean, whether you're a returning player or someone who's been curious about diving in, there's never been a better time to experience this incredible world. The passion of the devs, the thriving community, and the constant stream of updates makes this game a standout in the survival MMO genre. And honestly, who doesn't want to face off against mutated monsters in a beautifully crafted apocalypse? I'll see you guys there if you don't believe me. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Nerdbird for more gaming content, and let me know in the comments what is exciting you the most about Once Human. So until next time, stay awesome and happy gaming.